we had laptops around.
Yeah.
I think we had seen Muhammad do that RLG at the time.
I didn't have laptop.
So we had. So I'm sharing my experience. So we had a laptop,
had cassette players,
a laptop or two, which we attempted to listen to be sure, and I can tell you confidently, I couldn't tell the difference in the. Is it four things they said? London is a capital of Britain. London is a capital of Britain. I couldn't tell what
it was.
I couldn't tell what the difference was.
I can tell you that most people just shade away.
Yes,
we had cassette players, and it's something that the English teacher would use every year through the mock. And into the exam itself. So they will slot the thing in, then press play, then you are all ears up.
That's why if you have problem with hearing,
and sometimes the speaker is not
audible enough. Some old
speaker with some. It's not like DJ Phil speaker.
No.
No way. But you had to go through it, you know, and. We wish them all the best.
Absolutely.
We wish them. We can only wish them all the best as they begin the journey today to book their places in the various tertiary institutions here in Ghana and beyond.
Do not be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
And we are back to the community exam, right?
We've been there before.
We're back. Yes. We've joined the rest of
West Africa.
West Africa in writing. I think in the last 5 years, right, we had a special dispensation, and we're writing on our own.
Somebody says that the maths will be tough because the Nigerians have joined.
But I believe in our competences. Even when we were writing, because my time we wrote together.
I did SSC. We wrote together.
Ghanaians came up top. I recall very well. Even before we wrote. There were Ghanaians who were best performing students in the entirety of West Africa and all of that.
We wish them all the best, though. I mean, there's always that anxiety, butterflies in your tummy. You know, this morning they're getting ready, 8 a.m. to begin the paper. You know, so we can only wish them well, and we'll ask the parents to continue to pray for them, as well as all other Ghanaians. Just pray for them. Say a prayer for them.
It brings back lots of memories, actually. I recall.
Did you ever get a success card?
I don't think so.
Oh yes.
I got a couple of them though.
Oh yes.
I don't think I did.
You didn't make friends?
I mean, my friends were pretty much family back in SHS. That I say very proudly most times. But all I can remember, particularly when we were going to.
Proudly?
Yeah, I mean,
he made friends that became family eventually. So
no, that's not what he meant.
Yes, that's what I meant.
He meant that his friends.
No, how did you understand what I meant?
Your family was your friend.
No. He went to school, made friends. They were so close, who became family, right? Who are still family,
yes,
right?
That's what I mean. Yeah. Actually, we will gather from time to time. We in fact came together to start a foundation together and all of that. So friends who have actually become
family.
Friends who become
so
family.
You were your own success cards. There was no need to send anything to anybody.
Pretty much. And I recall us walking into the science exam and rumors were swelling. This is coming. And I looked into the heavens and said, God, I leave everything to you. I'm tired of listening to what someone will say. Go and read this.
You know
Go
how
and
people
read
used
that,
to journey from one school to the other in search of Apple.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. People used to journey from school to school.
The seminary I went to, if you attempted that, you would be dispelled.
No, it's not about
expelled from the school.
It's not about being official.
No, I know.
It's about people looking sharp and
calling friends. Charlie, what did they come?
The first time
was
a
on
lot
the
of
ground.
us saw the other side of our rector was when we started with the orals. You would be in the hall, and this rector who would ordinarily, stand and chat with you, smile, and
very strict.
Now see a very stern face, looking to see even the spacing. He ensured that the spacing between any two candidates was wide enough to avoid any passing of pieces of paper and all of, or whispering, and if you whispered, if you even said, "Oh,
and
can
Francis
you
Xavier, right?
Yes,
your numbers were not great as well, and so they could.
My class
they could identify you easily.
We ended up 37.
The entire school.
A whole year group. No, a whole year group. My year group. 37. So you can imagine the rector himself, eagle eyes, because he wanted that and we used to have 100% pass rate. And people would say, yes, you get a poll, you do all of this. So to dispel all of that.
No, I know another person who was at Xavier, Jonah Eledi. It was my meeting.
Jonah.
GIG.
Okay.
Actually, he knows him as well. And so I know for Xavier, sometimes the discipline is very intense. Very intense.
Yes.
Very, very intense. I know that.
We wish them all the best.
Absolutely.
And, I have been thinking about, they finished the practicals though, but I was thinking about how much was allocated for them to undergo the practicals, both for those in home economics, those who do the technical.
Don't parents pay for that?
The government over the years has told us that they pay for it. Science, for example, reagents.
Really? Because my sister was in free SHS.
Well,
and was calling for.
But it always comes. So the announcement is always
be
made.
Careful how you answer this question. You are putting somebody's sister in trouble.
No, I'm saying that as of even 2-3 weeks ago, Mr. Fenny, right? That's his name. He was on radio on another network saying that monies have been released.
The
GES. He was on radio saying that monies have been released, and we hear that all the time. Now, the question on my mind is that if somebody, for example, has to do a home economics practical and has to cook, all right, the what do you call it? The ingredients have to be procured. Basic things have to be made available to the individual. So that's what they're using to. Whatever is allocated, is it enough?
Are you sure that allocation is not for the marking? The examiners?
No. I remember on one of the occasions, a visual arts teacher got to me and said that the money they had, if they did the division among the students, they would have 9 CDs plus coins per student. Now, how much is even a color palette?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. If you're a science student, you would be you'll be doing some chemistry practicals, titration and all those ones, acid bases and salt, right? The stuff, you may have the beaker there, the test tube, conical flask, they will be there, but those things that are needed to procure those reagents and those chemicals for you to be able to do your thing, will they be enough? So this should be perhaps a wake-up call to all of us. If we want to do it, let's do it. If we don't want to do it, let's tell the parents to find money to do it. But you see, that's where the danger is also. And I'll go back, not to pick on Frederick Kunzotiani, but to somebody like Frederick Kunzotiani, having come from a village, is the only one to have come from the entire village to have come to the University of Ghana. Only one in his family since forever. And I'm not sure his family is 2 years old or 10 years old. His family is a big family from back in the day. Now, for somebody like that, if you say he should go and find money to come and buy the reagents, assuming that he's a science student or is a visual art student, then you have worried the people at home, because the money that will be used to buy those things is able to farm at least 2-3 acres of maybe groundnut or maize. You get the point.
Those are the realities and the numbers.
The realities
have to work.
And Accra, Kumasi, Takrady,
it's not Ghana.
No, it's not Ghana at all. Even in my beloved Tamale, there are people who struggle, right, to do it. Even here in Greater Accra region, you go to the Dobros, the Afuamans, and the rest. You find people who are absolutely brilliant, but Charlie, there's no money at home. So we have to look at it again holistically, because we've just been paying lip service to it. I remember back in the day, capitation grant under President Kufuor, you were told that, some monies had come to cushion students, blah, blah, blah. When they did the division, what we got was just about 5 CDs or something like that. I said, what? I mean, this was in the old currency, way probably for 2007. But we were told that, money had come. They came to announce to us. Everybody was happy that, our parents this time will breathe. And then when they did that thing, they said, Charlie, Beza said you still have to come and bring something.
Yeah.
So we have to look at it from the holistic point of view. It's the next generation we're talking about, the next set of leaders, the next set of innovators, the next set of entrepreneurs, the next set of persons who hold the hands of others. If we're doing it, let's do it well. If we're not doing it, let the parents know so they do it. That's all.
Right.
Johnny, let me take you guys back.
To sink our teeth into as well. But
let me take you a step back. You are talking about financing the exam itself. But even the processes leading to the exam are more serious for me. You see the memories you brought back. Sorry. The trying to recollect how the English orals started.
Yeah.
The conditions under which, just around this table, Mawina mentioned laptops. You got laptops to study with. I had to rely on a cassette player.
Yeah, cassette
player. Also,
it was a cassette player for me as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Today, what is the situation? And I want to quickly fall back on a report done by, I call her Hajia.
Hajia Nura.
Nora.
Okay.
About students who are going to write ICT. Who wrote ICT in the BCE,
yeah,
but had not seen a computer before.
Don't even have electricity in the schools.
Don't have electricity, not seen a computer. I recall Nora asking one of the people she engaged, have you seen a mouse before? Do you know what a mouse is? No. So if they asked you to draw a mouse, how would you go about it?
You draw the rodent.
So we need to take a critical look at our education system.
Mouse is becoming obsolete because the laptops don't.
Yes, laptops don't use it. We need to take a second look at our education, especially now that we are rejoining the entire community. A lot of the times you are competing not just with the boys and girls you sit with in the class, but with others who have more opportunities, better facility, a lot more teachers than you probably would have. I recall it's one of the orientations we got that, look, the exam you are going to write, you are not just writing with the people in your class. You are competing against somebody from say Presec, another person from say Morning Star School, another person from say Accra, and you are in this village school that there's no light, that you have never seen. Your ICT teacher said the last time he saw a computer was 2 academic years ago when he went to a workshop. So our managers of our education system would have to sit back and see how we redesign. What happened to the model school system? What happened to it? What happened to the science resource centers? What happened to them?
The science resource centers are still available. And for most schools who are not able to, don't have the space to have theirs, it's put together for them. Now, this is a specimen. If you go on our Facebook page, this is a specimen of the English paper, the what do you call it, oral exam.
Who borrowed the newspaper?
So in fact, let's start with the preamble. It says, test 6, you are now going to hear some questions and answers. The questions will all be different, and the answers also always the same. You have to choose the one, and this one is in bold letters. One question which goes with the repeated answer. Here are 2 examples. Now, 6 is here. Help us.
Who borrowed your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Did John borrow your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Did he steal your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Hey, the correct answer is what?
See, he borrowed my newspaper. Answers the question, did he steal your newspaper?
But who borrowed your newspaper? Did John borrow your newspaper is also correctly matching with he borrowed my newspaper.
This is recorded by Charlie.
It is you read the question and you are there.
You understand why I said some you were just shading?
You had to just shade. I mean, but back to the conversation. It's I know that the resource centers still exist.
Questions and answers.
In many parts
the
of the
questions
country.
will all be different.
Schools
exist in terms of just buildings.
The buildings exist. So it comes back to what I was talking about, the reagents and if you those schools where you have a very strong old
he
school
borrowed my
or
newspaper.
old boys or girls or old students association.
My newspaper.
They're able
Did he steal your newspaper?
pull their resources together to say we want to support the school with A, B, C, D, and occasionally they buy those things for them. But then for those schools who are not able to afford them, how do they better their fortunes? I'm sure that's the crux of what we're all saying around this table.
Right, I'm just going to have us listen briefly to that oral English question, then we'll zoom straight into some other matters for you this morning here on the 3FM Sunrise.
Test check 6. You're now going to hear some questions and answers. The questions will all be different, and the answers always the same. You have to choose the one question which goes with a repeated answer. Here are 2 examples. Example 1. Who borrowed your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Did John borrow your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Did he steal your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
The correct answer is C, because
he borrowed my newspaper.
Answers the question.
Did he steal your newspaper?
This is recorded by shading answer space C against number 1. Example 2. What is the capital of Britain?
London is the capital of Britain.
Is London the capital of Britain?
London is the capital of Britain.
What country is London the capital of?
London is the capital of Britain.
The correct answer is A, because
London is the capital of Britain.
Answers the question.
What is the capital of Britain?
This is recorded by shading answer space A.
Charlie, I can tell you these are not the voices I heard.
No.
These are Ghanaian voices.
These are not the voices I heard. No. Because the voices I heard...
It's easier.
No, they sounded
This
different.
is easier, eh?
They were not like those of my teachers. It sounded
Right, let's zoom into the newspapers, because there's been quite some other development as well. A member of parliament, we understand, is being detained.
Yeah.
At the it was it picked up at the Schiphol airport and whatever. But we'll do the headlines first, and then we'll come to what the details are in terms of what either of us has been gleaning from sources.
It's not the MP who's been holding press conferences, etc.
Oh,
yeah.
No, he's the MP who was bringing a new legislation about. You recall we're talking about an issue about legislation where we mentioned 2 members of parliament and that they were seeking to protect their interests.
That's right. Yeah.
And what have you.
Yeah. In terms of the longevity in parliament.
Absolutely. And also he sought to introduce a private member's bill on something in relation to funding for politicians as well. And so... Yeah.
Honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong, MP for Asante Achem North. Okay. Well, the Daily Graphic this morning says 44 busted over BEC exam center infractions. Rubber processors demand export ban. FOB under declaration push industry to the brink, according to, and it comes to the photo of Elizabeth Ofuswe-Jare, Esquire, Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Also, NPA pilots 24-hour economy in petroleum downstream, and GCB Bank supports World Cup bid with 5 million Ghana cedis. And on the back page, the African Athletics Championships, Amoa, Saminu and Gadayi through to the 100-meter semis.
On
That's
that,
from
on
yesterday.
that score. Is there something about sports that causes embarrassment or like brings about embarrassment to the country? Because already there are challenges with our hosting of this World Africa Athletics Championship. There are already challenges. I think I saw one South African athlete say they are being fed one meat or something. They are having to hustle or haggle over food.
Yeah.
A journalist from South Africa says it's the first tournament they are at where they have not been provided with data as journalists to cover the tournament. The guns to start some of the competitions have misfired.
Yeah.
And so it has resulted in false starts and some persons not starting when they should. The stadiums look very empty. What is it about the other sporting disciplines that almost always results in embarrassment of some sort to the nation? Because All Africa Games was 2 years ago.
That's right. We had a similar experience.
We had experiences of persons complaining here and there. And it's just one day in this 5-day event. And already, please, let us erect. Because out there, our reputation is great. It's grand. Let us not embarrass ourselves.
So Amoa and Saminu and Gadai all finished second in their respective heats to book places in today's semi-finals, setting up potentially explosive contests against some of Africa's fastest men. So they didn't go to disappoint us.
No,
They all came second.
Yeah.
And the preparation and the resource that is granted to them is a conversation that must come to the fore. And you rightly put it up there. We tend to over-focus on football.
Yeah, we are embarrassing ourselves already.
Look at how much money we're giving to the Black Stars. And
there are no finishing times. The people cannot tell what time they did during the heat. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but organizers, there cannot be an excuse why an athlete does 100 meters and doesn't know what time
they made.
made.
So this
sorry.
Kelvin also who used to work here says no finishing times at an athlete's meet. Athletes crossing the line and asking for their results in silence. How are journalists supposed to tell their stories or make any meaningful comparisons with other meets? No media center, a media tribune taken over by Jama singers, making it impossible to hear or concentrate. A starting gun that wasn't loud and we couldn't hear across the stadium, and it was just the athletes. The starting gun failed 4 times across 7 men's 100-meter heats, disrupting the athletes directly. Now, we waited for 4 decades, 40 years. 40 years. I don't want to calculate how many months, how many days, how many hours, but we waited for 40 years, went to bid for this. We got it.
Do you know
to show to the world that we are not prepared.
Do you know the country we beat to get this hosting?
Tell me.
Botswana.
And they would have done a
Botswana
job.
hosted World Athletics Championship a week or 2 ago. The entire world
was in Botswana.
For the World Athletics Championship. And we beat them to hosting this tournament. Only Africa.
Are you sure we beat them or were considered to host?
Is the gun misfiring part?
You know,
if you're an athlete,
how can you run 100 meters and you don't know the time you?
The time is not the normal stopwatch.
Yeah,
it's not the normal. The ones on our phones.
Yeah,
it not be so.
Yeah,
stopwatch. It's not what they use.
But see, even the gun conversation. I am an athlete. I have psyched myself up. I am on my challenge, my best energy. I have come to the start point, and then I hear false start. Bah! you drain my energy, I come back. Bah, you drain my energy, I come back. Bah, 4 times. On the 5th, you would have drained my energy.
Yeah, because it's psychological when you're doing
I can tell you that Saminu, Amoa, Gadayi could have come tops if these things had not happened. This is not good. And you see, the international press are here.
They are not. You are not giving them data even.
No, you are not even giving them where to sit to do the thing. The guys.
He says there's no press center.
See, he says no media center, and the media Tribune has been taken over by Jama singers, making it impossible to hear or concentrate.
You would recall the first day you mentioned this, and I said I was literally unaware of the event
preparations and all
yes,
of that.
And I raised some of the questions. You see, I don't want to say
I told you so.
I told you so, but it's not. Sometimes you can always preempt some of the things from how things are going. Unfortunately, this is not good for the image of Ghana. This is not good. So the organizers would have to. I mean, we still have 2 days to go, right?
No, it's a 5-day event, and so 4 days.
This is a third day.
Is it 12 to the 17th? So
12
it's
to
5 day
17th.
event.
Yeah, I think
we have already
it started on Monday.
It started.
Today is
Monday was the launch.
Monday was the launch.
So the
Yesterday.
actual events started from yesterday, so
And
2 days.
So we are burning 2 days. With media,
No, but I think we can still redeem
Media
ourselves.
Tribune and Jama.
We can still redeem ourselves. It's not good.
There's an athlete I want us to listen to.
The South African athlete.
No, maybe the South African and then some others, but the two. Kunzo, let's take. Oh my goodness.
Ghana time they give us 4 o'clock, not knowing that 2 o'clock that you are starting the race. So if you mind the decision to come around, to come and ensure, not knowing that they have almost called first call room, second call room. So no warm up, nothing. See.
Well, I expected a lot when we got here. I expected a hotel at least, or anything, But when we got in the rooms, the beds were leather. We got sheets, we got a pillow, but no blanket. The aircon, we don't have an aircon remote. We have to request at the reception for aircon remote. You're not allowed to keep your aircon remote. You set it and you give it back. There were no toilet paper. We had to go ask for toilet paper. There's no warm water. The water is one temperature. There's no, the tap water doesn't work. Some of our rooms, guys in our rooms, water doesn't work in their room. What else? Oh, and then the eating hall. We go there, we ask for food. They fight with us. We're not allowed to take more than 1 chicken bone. And I asked them, okay, listen, we are athletes. We need to eat. We need to hydrate. We need to eat. And we asked them, and they said, no, go. And then you're not allowed to take chicken and fish. You're only allowed to take a chicken, or you're only allowed to take fish. And then I fight with them, like, listen, I need to eat. And then they, okay, I'll give you at least 2. So they just give me 2 chickens. And then in the morning, they give me a half an egg or 1 egg. That's
half
it.
An egg?
Half an egg or half an egg or 1 egg. That's it. You're not allowed to get any more eggs. I am home. I'm home. I'm eating 20 eggs in the morning. 20 eggs on its own in the bulk. Off season now, in season now, I eat like 8 or 9 eggs. Now I'm only allowed 1 egg. And then when I was sleeping, I had no blanket. My old roommates, all of us had no blankets. They said we have to bring our own blankets. So I mean, for all African Games champ, putting us in a hostel without blankets, without food, with warm water, we're not allowed to. We're not getting cold water. There's no fridges, nothing. I expected a lot more. I love Ghana. Ghana is amazing. I'm going to explore it now the next week. Me and my buddy, we're finished now, so we're going to explore it for the next week. But the staying conditions wasn't great, eh?
Charlie, if you're an athlete or if you're a sportsman.
I did small in junior high and then small in senior high.
My mates who were like footballers and what do you call it, sprinters and whatever it is. Mm-hmm. When we gather and we are eating, like they can gather like 4 or 5 people's food and eat it, and nothing. The world will not come to an end. And when they finish, they will not sleep. Me, if I eat that kind of food, I will sleep. They will, yeah. They will eat and not sleep. Mm-hmm. Now, the gentleman says he eats 9 eggs on his own.
In season.
In season.
Like in season means when like
yes. And then when the
is on and all
season
that.
is off, 20 eggs
20
on
eggs.
his own. Then he comes and say, "Oh, take 1 egg." And then just 1 chicken bone. That's it. No blankets in the room. The water is 1 temperature. And you know, people have come from different climates. Even though we're all in Africa.
The climate is
Assuming
different.
that this person comes from, let's say, Cape Town. Or comes from, let's say, Kenya. He's used to a certain temperature. So when you keep everything like, okay, you are treating God, and you see they took that same mentality that they treat us with there. Because when you go for, sometimes you go for a buffet at a hotel, and then it's a buffet, but they are dictating to you how you should eat. It's a buffet. They say, "Oh, the salad is finished. What is left is cabbage. So you have to manage the cabbage." No, this is not good. This is not good. After 4 decades, with all the bragging that we did, come on.
It's not good. And
come on.
And this is covered by international press.
They are there.
We are embarrassing ourselves.
Yes.
In ways we should not have after the All
The
Africa
Media
Games.
Tribune has been taken over by Jama people. So I'm wondering where the international press is reporting from.
They are
the same place. That's why in Calvin's post he said they are also there, but they can't hear anything.
Even hear anything.
You know, before the South African, right? There was a Ghanaian who was speaking and said they were told the race is at 4
p.m. When he got there, so he
decided to come early. He got there and he realized they are calling for his race.
He said they had actually called for his race, so he jumped into the thing
without warm
up, nothing, and he still came second.
Oh. What sort of embarrassment?
Imagine if he had gotten there earlier, he had warmed up. That's what I'm saying. That's why I mentioned.
So he got there at 4.
No, he got there earlier.
Got there at 2. That he was told that the race is at 4. And then he said, "Oh, let me just get there earlier at 2 and see what's happening." Only for him to get there and say, the showdown is about to happen. Oh.
No, I genuinely want to know.
God.
Maybe I have an experience. I genuinely want to know, appreciate, and understand.
No, Marina is the work of the devil.
What goes into putting together these events, because we cannot consistently make mockery of ourselves in the manner in which we do. How do you tell an athlete that your race is at 4? The person says, "So then let me go in a lot earlier." Gets there and is hearing call 1, call 2, call 3. And that is the race. He was told by officials that it's going to happen at 4. They are calling it around 2.
Let's just wait for the report.
Look, Marina,
we can't
wait for the report.
We can't wait for the report.
We say, relax, gentlemen. I say, wait for the report. You read interesting things.
You see, the reason I said we can't wait for report is we waited for the report of All Africa Games.
We read English.
What has happened? Like we sit, watch on for everything to just. That's why I asked the question. What does it take? What does it take to say 4 is 4 and persons get there and it is 4? To say, "Oh, athlete, this is your room. This is a blanket. This is this. This is a fridge. This is that. This is that."
So the gentleman said there was no fridge in the room, right? There was no blanket in the room. It was.
They are hosted. They are being housed at the Legon hostels, right?
Where we spent
the ones used for the All Africa Games.
The ones that we spent a lot of money to remake.
Well, we fitted with air conditioners and we're 260
No. Somebody's doing us.
Even what I understand. You see, this was day 1.
Somebody's doing us.
We are doing ourselves.
This is day 1. Morning session had 100 meters men, long jump, shot put, 400 meters hurdle, 100 meters women, long jump, 100 meters men, heats, high jump men, 400. All of these events, not everything happened yesterday. So some of the events are having to go into today and the coming days.
And that's not even good for media coverage. Because if you want this to be broadcast on
This is not it is not inter-school, so
DSTV, Super Sports.
This is not inter-school,
so its airtime according to the schedule.
This is not inter-core. Even inter-core, it is organized.
You see, so if you give a schedule, the media plans the airtime accordingly. Then you come changing things anyhow. Then you miss the slots, because the slots, the airtime too doesn't come cheap. So are we even getting a broadcast of the events?
Charlie, we need to talk to the sports minister, talk to National Sports Authority.
And the Ghana Athletics Association.
They need to come forward properly, because you see, the kind of hype that was given to this this contest or this competition and what we are hearing. And this is not somebody who is a journalist who has gone to observe it, who is coming to say it. These are the athletes themselves, including Ghanaian athletes, who are telling you that, I was told that the thing is at 4 p.m. So my uncle concern said, Charlie, go there. Only for me to get there, and I'm told
so he would have actually missed it.
He would have been disqualified. He would have been disqualified. We would have lost. And then the narrative would not be that he did not show up.
Kuzo, play the sound of the Ghanaian for me again.
Play that sound.
The guy who says he was there.
Ghana time, they give us 4 o'clock. Not knowing that at 2 o'clock that you are starting the race. So it be my decision to come around, to come and ensure, not knowing that they have almost called first call room, second call room. So no warm up, nothing. See. Ghana time, they give us 4 o'clock. Not knowing that 2 o'clock that you are starting the race. So it be my decision to come around, to come and ensure, not knowing that they have almost called first call room, second call room. So no warm up, nothing. See. Ghana time, they give us 4 o'clock. Not knowing that 2 o'clock that you are starting the race. So it be my decision to come around, to come and ensure, not knowing that they have almost called first call room, second call room. So no warm up, nothing. See.
Oh, Charlie. Kwame Nkrumah, come and see your back. Kwame Nkrumah, come and see your back. Your back is not fine at all, Kwame Nkrumah. Come and see your back. Come and see your back.
I'm even lost for words.
Charlie, that you are told that your contest is can you imagine if it like this is an exam, like
so
an
we are
exam.
not keeping to time.
It's not about keeping to time.
Our
the guy was misled. We have to find who misled him, who told him that Charlie, you can sleep.
No, but even in the schedule, it's 4 o'clock, right?
Yes.
I see 1500.
There's a 1400.
There's a 1400 men's heat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's a 1500.
100.
There's a 1600 men's heat.
Yes.
I'm sure that was what he contested.
He went to do at 2 o'clock.
But then so it means that they had then decided that okay, we had planned this for 4, but like Charlie, let's change it to 2 p.m.
Just like that.
Yeah, but I mean, can you and you need these things mean a lot to these athletes because it also works to their credit.
They couldn't carry out one event, so they decided to quickly move to the next.
Yeah, but is it my fault? Must you change my time because you couldn't do what you had to do?
It's not. It doesn't paint a good picture.
We can do better. We can do way better.
Let me take you to Ghana's favorite newspaper. Policeman caged over 38,000 Momo vendor robbery. Mahama Dumso Post, Aguna West organizer released. NPP slams government. Kaswa trader killed. Suspect arrested. And 300 seek voluntary repatriation. This is on the heels of the attack on Ghanaians in South Africa. My duties at Eduboahin's house. Company, not criminal. My duties at Eduboahin's company, not criminal. I guess this is from one of the witnesses. That story is on page 6 of the Daily Guide newspaper. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, Right, the Finder newspaper. I have the Finder. I'm so.
You're still thinking about it.
You come back home.
Processing a few things.
Recover.
Just print away from it.
Sometimes it's very difficult to process.
Just print away from it.
Tackle inflation drivers through direct intervention. Analysts the government. That's the new Finder. 2026 budget could collapse automobile industry. DOG to launch fintech innovation hubs nationwide. Government raises 120.2 billion cedis from T-bills in 2026, and banks rebound as capital adequacy hit 17.5%. We can begin to get a bit more in terms of the details. The Ghana CEO Summit is coming off on the 28th of May. I know that our CEO is
going to be there.
Is going to be there as well.
Sajman will be there.
Yeah, so it's of important mention. And none of the papers
there's one that I saw quite interesting on page 13 of the daily graphic that talks about the MPA piloting 24-hour economy in the petroleum downstream. I can't wait for it to actually be operationalized fully, because I go to my beloved Tamale, for example. There's one filling station on that airport road stretch that does 24-hour. I know that in Accra, unless I'm mistaken, the airport Shell does 24-hour.
24, yes.
Yeah.
But then aside that, all others. So I usually have
these ones, Star Oil also has a 24-hour service at some of their outlets.
So I have a habit. I've cultivated a habit over the years of at least getting a half tank before I go to sleep, because anything at all can happen
at night.
Yeah, and you are not too sure. There are people who say, "Oh, I'll wait till tomorrow." I have so, but if you know that you can always move your car and get get some petrol or some diesel into your car, it will inure to your benefit and help save you from a certain situation. So I cannot wait. What I'm interested in is the security that comes along with it, because this filling station I'm talking about at or in Tamale, you have persons who have sidearms or who have guns, by their side, who are literally telling you, if you're a man, come.
They are ready for you.
If you're a man, come and let's see you. And there are about 2 filling stations next to them who don't. They don't do it at all, because I think that the primary responsibility of those security persons is to ensure that they are protecting the place that they have been designated to go and protect, not necessarily to go and look at the businesses of others. But it will be a good thing if Gordon Eduji Tamaklo Esquire at the MP and his team are able to do this for all of us. It will save us a lot of trouble. I'm not sure about it, but perhaps you go to some of the filling stations maybe around 9:30, getting into the 10-ish, and you find actually there's some quick rush for people to get fuel and all of that. I pray that this becomes a reality, so that we are able to get this over and done with, Mawada.
Absolutely.
No, I don't have anything here, but I have a problem with STC. STC is still giving the people of my home region rotten buses.
Rickety buses.
I don't know whether rotten is stronger than rickety.
Or leaky
rickety
buses.
is stronger than rotten. I want the word that
or lame buses.
That the road is already bad enough. Then a bus leaves around 5:30 last night, yesterday in the evening. Around 11 p.m., the bus had broken down at Tanena. For those who know the distance, it's like from Accra to, let's say, Insam. The bus breaks down, and the people have to sleep on the road. And this is not the first time this is happening.
It's regular.
It's not the second time this is happening. You go to STC yard. A bus is scheduled to leave at 4:35. By 7 p.m., there's still no bus. And there's no courtesy of announcing to the people what the challenge is. The people are seated at the STC yard, waiting for a bus. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is minding them. You go to STC yard, you cannot, even the benches are not comfortable. On top of that, you are not communicating to passengers. On top of that, It's like you don't even care.
Yeah.
This is not the STC we know.
But this, this
This
STC
is not the STC.
You know this
we know.
STC problem. I brought Nana Kumia. In fact, Nana Kumia sat in this particular chair where I'm sitting, and he admitted to most of these problems, or if not all of them. I remember that I asked him a question about some ADB facility that had been sought to change the buses that had been procured, because the buses at the time when we spoke, these were old buses that, for want of a better expression, I would say had expired and had to be changed. Now, I asked him why those new buses had not come through, blah, blah, blah. You remember I asked him also about how the buses were insured. And he says that the insurance that had to come with the buses was supposed to have come from Enterprise Insurance. Doling. Now, you ask yourself how STC, which used to be the market leader, has suddenly become somebody, a company that's doing catch-up. There are also reports of STC yard being used for private business by people. So you find the buses that are branded STC, but they actually don't belong to STC. Now, if you're a business...
Oh, really?
Yes.
Private operators.
Private buses that do not belong, those small buses that you see going to Ho and the rest, most of them don't belong.
The state doesn't own them.
No. These are STC stuff. I put it to him. He could not. He didn't deny it. Now, this new CEO or this new MD has come in, and we have not seen any new thing that he is also bringing on board. Mind you, when these Scania buses were bought, we had people who were wearing uniforms. You remember? Nice uniforms. They were serving us drinks.
Yes.
And we could charge our phones.
We had waiters inside.
We had Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi inside.
So
ports for charging phones.
Left the other people and went back to our STC.
Yes.
And then now STC is like the horse that you flog and it cannot gallop. You flog it and say, hi, what is going on? And this is supposed to be the state. It belongs to the state. If the competitors who are with STC decide that tomorrow they will not operate, we as a country cannot do FOCO to them. You know that STC's business went down so low that they had to move a terminal from the original STC yard to around to bring it in between 2M Express and VIP, and close to Neoplan Station and OA.
Yes.
Because they saw that, and at that time when they did that, competition had already left them.
Yes.
And they are still behaving as if competition is not. You are speaking about Upper West. Go to the Upper East, same situation. Go to the North, same situation.
In fact, I am told that the bus that moves from Wa to Tamale is a known bus. If when you get to STC yard and you see the bus, you go back. You have to go and find it. Because if you dare sit in that bus, it will take you 3 years to get to Tamale from Wa.
Can you imagine?
The message I'm just getting right now is that the bus that left around 5:30 yesterday is now getting to Kumasi. No, not arriving in Accra.
It's in Kumasi now.
It's now in Kumasi.
A whole night.
A journey that originally would take like 5 hours max is taking what? 12 hours. 12, 13, maybe more. So if I'm coming for a meeting, yes, the road has a problem. There's this and that. But what is the condition of the
bus
buses?
you're given?
What is the condition of the bus?
You know, these days, most of the big men like to use the flights.
Yes.
I think we should have a policy where they all are forced to use the buses. Oh, yes.
Then they realize
that, Charlie, this is the situation. So how do we fix it? That's always been my advocacy. Public hospital, we complain about public hospitals, blah, 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 blah. We complain about it, but we are not getting it fixed. Okay, let's put a restriction. No big man flies out of the country for medical care. When you are ill, critically ill, terminally ill, almost about to die, before you die, about to get sick, let's keep you at Kolebu, Konfanochi, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Wa Government Hospital. Let's keep you in any of these facilities.
In fact, we'll let you choose where you want to go.
Yeah, you choose. Then we will keep you there. Then you will feel what the people feel. When you get out, you remember the ET men's detention. When he came back, he said the cells are bad. They have to change the toilets, blah, blah, blah. So all along, when he had been regional minister.
He's not gone there
He had been
before.
mayor.
How would he know?
He had been works and environmental minister. He had been this. He had not been there. He had to. They had to put him in there.
Experienced
for him
best
to come back
teachers.
to say no. This one is not good. But
Experienced best
people's
teachers.
fathers and mothers have been in there.
In there.
Have been in there. Have been kept there. Sometimes in their offices when people are put on remand, they say, "Oh, let him do another 2 weeks." He cries. So I think that the STC situation can only be solved if we ask our big men to also travel.
To travel via STC.
Travel by the road. That same
These
thing.
days, they don't even like to travel in their own VX because of how long the journey
No, that's
is.
what he's saying. So now they all go by
They
flight.
fly.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
they will
I'm
fly.
saying,
They go
I'm
to the
saying
If you are going to Wa,
even
they
their
fly
own,
to Wa and they go and rent a car in Wa.
Yeah.
even their
and do
own
their rounds.
vehicles, which are very
Yes.
comfortable and can withstand the shocks and bumps on our roads.
Yes.
They do not enjoy traveling or doing the long distance.
But they know that after one trip, they have to go to
on it.
the dealer and go and get the car
Car fixed.
properly fixed. You know, if not, they'll be
So
driving.
STC, the treatment you are giving the people of the Upper West region, it is not.
and it's not just the Upper West region.
And
sisters.
I want to add the Upper East,
Upper East,
the Northern region,
add this Enche Western North
Western
area.
North side. Yes, Western North side. That's that area too. I
Yes,
keep hearing
yes,
stories about
yes.
that side too. It is not. If you don't have strong buses to travel those routes, withdraw and let the people go to your competition. You can't continue subjecting people
Is it
to this
cheaper?
kind of. Is which one
Is it
cheaper?
cheaper?
Yes, their fares are cheaper.
STC is cheap.
Their fares are cheaper. So you take somebody on a journey, a trip that should take 5 hours. The person is done 12 hours already,
And not even half of the journey.
and
has
not
been
even
done.
half of the journey is done. I mean, how? And you are also faring pregnant women the same way.
Yeah.
You are faring the weak. You are faring the vulnerable. So all the conditions that apply to private transportation apply to you too.
You know that.
And they don't even use, STC doesn't even use the Bole Bamboy Solar
Okay,
road.
the
They bypass, they go through the Mango. They use the popular Fufoso
Solar
road because of the condition of the
bus.
road. And upon all of that, your buses are still not strong. Your buses are still not strong. You take a bus, embark on a journey from Wa, 5 p.m., 7 a.m., you are in Kumasi. You are still in Kumasi. In fact, it says that we are now getting to Kumasi. That's what the message says.
see, so
and they are headed towards Accra.
They are coming to Accra.
so in 2018,
So it means that they will get to Accra by 5 p.m.
2018, I was supposed to have traveled to Tamale. At the time, the Musa Superior was the MC
Yeah.
at the time. And I was supposed to go and host the Mayor's Excellence Award. My good friend, Damana Hafiz, may he rest in peace, he had invited me. So I was supposed to get on the flight. But it rained here heavily.
So it disrupted.
It disrupted. By the time I got to the airport, they said they had closed the counter. And I couldn't disappoint the people. So my option was to join a bus to Tamale. That was the worst day of my life in recent time. So I got there. And then I did my ticketing. And like Sisters is explaining, after sitting there for about an hour, nobody explained anything to me. But I'm seeing that, I'm looking at the time on my
Departure
ticket.
time.
And it was way past, like more than an hour. And nobody said anything. It was like business as usual. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm a Ghanaian. I can shush about it. But what if it's a foreigner? Somebody who had come to visit us and had read so much about Tamale or read so much about Goshegu or read so much about Yendi and
Wants
wanted
to
to visit
visit
the place. How does what kind of testimonial does this person take away with him or her to their place of origin or their country of origin? I think that STC needs to do better. And you see, another problem that I noticed with STC is that for a long time, the state refused to do business with the state. There's the State Insurance Corporation or Company, SIC, right? Ask how many of our state institutions ensure their vehicles, their property, their assets with SIC. There's a wisdom in Dr. Kwame Nkrumah setting up those things. I'm not against private business. And private people can always go and do business with private people. But when the state decides not to do business with the state, it becomes a problem. The state deciding not to do business with the state is a problem. Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum's enterprise is surviving today, even though he was dealt a very heavy and dirty blow during the banking sector cleanup or collapse. I don't know. We're confused as to what to call it. Because his businesses do business with each other, right? So the what do you call it? His media houses, they have a conference or something. They would use Coconut Grove, right? His manufacturing factory, what do you call it? The factories will want to have a seminar or something. They will use Coconut Grove, and in that order. So the money always flows within the company. In our particular case, we decide that the state will not do business with the state. How do you ensure that STC gets money to be able to buy some of these buses? How do we ensure that STC gets money to buy some of these buses? And buses are not supposed to be the regular trotros that we've been talking and complaining about. Because those rickety trotros, you sit in them, you can actually see the street. You sit in them, the light is so dim, the driver can't see the road. You sit in them, the seats are too, what do you call it, cramped up together. You sit in them, the roof is leaking when it rains. You're better off walking than sitting in any of those things called trotro. And we are transposing all of those things to now the state coach. When the STC was set up, this was not what it was. And we have seen STC, and I'm saying that in the not so distant past, we have seen STC staff properly, dressed up like you would see in other jurisdictions, providing courteous service, reliable service, dependable service to the people. So what happened?
Mediocrity has become
If it's a leadership problem, change the leadership. If it's the mindset of the people who work at STC, change them, transfer people. If it's a business culture that is not functional, change it. But by all means, don't let people come and queue and with the intention of having good quality, deciding to stay with you even when they have you have competition that they could have gone to easily to make sure that their lives are made better. Don't make their lives difficult, using their own money to punish them. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. They get into a contract of some sort with you to ferry them.
That's what you're doing.
The time is up and you haven't done anything.
That's what you are doing.
You should sue them a number of times.
Sue. Can they pay? Right. That's what you're doing. People bring you their money so that you take care of them and you decide to frustrate them instead. Don't do that. Don't do that. You are children of God. Yeah. Don't do that.
So this morning we've had conversations, two separate incidents, and the ongoing athletics championship. We're talking STC and across board. It's such mediocrity that is running through.
The mediocrity includes also the road contractors who have gone to collect.
Let's find
the minister's tip.
That's our next bane, and then we do the CID's news address from yesterday where. There's a child trafficking syndicate. Frederick,
a midwife is actually involved. Can you imagine?
Yes, there's a midwife involved.
Oh, there's always an insider.
There's
you are a midwife. Maybe they don't understand their role. You are a midwife. You are the wife in the middle. You are the wife in the middle. It's not just a title. You are the wife in the middle. Fred, play the minister's tape.
So it's the Elubu Enchi Road, and the minister yesterday was not a happy man. It's the third time or something that he's been on a tour of some of that nature, and the contractors are not on the road. They've paid 80 million plus.
I like the posture of the Minister for Roads and Highways.
In terms of mobilization.
Governance Kwame Agboja. He wants to give you an opportunity to work. He wants to make sure that
defeats timelines.
He wants to make sure that you are comfortable enough to at least start work. He has a dependable Deputy Minister, Alasan Suhini, who is also doing a good job. But I need to tell him that if the people that he sticks his neck out for to do the work are not doing the work, he should lose them. Because the Ghanaian people are looking for better. We were just talking about STC a while ago. Mm-hmm. That Elubo Enchi Road. Have you traveled it before, Marina?
Nope.
You need to travel that road. I traveled to Bodi one time. Mm-hmm. We were climbing.
Something Bodi.
I tell you, we were climbing up Marina. Mm-hmm. The road was so slippery. It had rained. The car, even though it was a good 4x4, it was just on a free fall.
Even the car was. It was a good 4x4.
The car didn't want to come down. It didn't want to go up. It was just coming down. Kozo, play the thing for us. So the minister is clearly not happy, and I think rightly so. But it is not enough for the minister to say, I am not happy. It is, and these visits are not planned. The contractors are not told
Which is good.
The contractors are not told that we are going to visit your site, because if you tell them, they will mobilize
they will quickly
people
do
and go and start doing. They will, like they say in the barracks, they will do eye service for you. Me, I don't like eye service. They will do eye service for you. Now, the fact that he goes to visit and is seeing it once, twice, it should not be on the third occasion.
Oh yeah, because this is not any big issue. He's got this job. He's been persuaded on countless occasions. He came there to the office with a member of parliament. The Nananum have spoken, encouraging him, and he's done less than 1% so far. He doesn't show the commitment to do the work. So the chief executive will activate the necessary processes to officially terminate and get somebody else who is capable.
Would he have to pay back? Or
we haven't paid him. We haven't paid him any money.
Okay.
Yes, we haven't paid him any money.
So today we have.
Yeah. So that's the minister on one of such roads. He's been talking. Me, the question I keep asking: why are people, or why is it taking our minister to be on the road before we get to realize that persons who have received government contracts are not working?
You see,
what has happened to the monitoring?
I have a very favorite question that I ask. That this morning people will take their bath, they would have their breakfast, they would tell their family and friends that I'm going to work. But then to do what work? Because where the minister is, there is supposed to be an engineer whose job is to ensure that this contractor turns up to work. And if this contractor doesn't turn up to work, there's a weekly report, maybe a monthly report that is supposed to be submitted to the ministry or to the region, and for onward submission to the ministry, that this is what is happening. And I'm not sure that this contractor was given this job just yesterday. Now, we are the same people who will go and clamor and say that they have not given me any job. I'm a contractor. I can do this. I have the capacity. And we are all seeing what the likes of Maripoma is doing.
They are also
I'm coming.
They have received contracts and they are not working. In fact, the first tour the minister was on.
I am saying that we have seen what Maripoma is doing at the Pokwasi area, right? Now, everybody's attention seems to be on that stretch. So they have moved everything to that stretch and they are doing active work there. You get the point? Now, there are other places where they may not be working. Do they have the capacity to do it? That's the first question to ask. Because the president himself, in announcing Big Push, says, I will not give any of these Big Push contracts to even my friends who are wheelbarrow contractors. The president was very clear. He said, I will not. You can be my friend, but if you don't have the capacity, I will not give you the work. Now, if the minister has given the job to this man, or by tender, or whichever committee put together, agreed that this man is fit to do the work, it means that he has capacity. And thus far, if he's not demonstrating that the capacity will benefit the people, there is no point keeping him on the job. Because you see, people's homes have been demolished. Those homes that have been demolished, they will not have time to wait. So that we don't have a repeat of Frederick Kunzo Tiani's home, his grandfather's home being demolished for the purposes of building the Palugu multipurpose dam. And up until now, we don't have it. We don't want to have a similar thing like that. If you look at the images on our social media page now, you find that people's homes were demolished.
Demolished, yeah.
On the other side, people's homes will be demolished too. Now, if you come and demolish my home, and you are not able to put up the road in record time, because there are timelines to this, and you're not able to do it, because a very important road from Ivory Coast coming all the way down into the western region, western north, and then into Accra and beyond. So if you're not able to, if you can't do the work, just pack your things and let somebody else come and do the work. How difficult is that one? What kind of Konongo Kaya's attitude is that? What is that?
But you know, the last time also I raised the point about the project management process. For big projects like this, there are layers. And you're asking, you want to know the people in charge of supervision, the people in charge of monitoring, are they up to it? If the person mobilized to site in December, I think that is what I heard in the voice. Person mobilized to site in December. Between December and May, it's like 6 months, 7 months. The person has not performed. But at every stage, are there assessments? Are there targets within that must be achieved at every stage? And what is happening? The people supposed to be mobilized, monitoring this. Are they monitoring? Are they reporting on it? And all of that. So the ministry itself would have to relook at its internal mechanisms to see the places that they are also failing, where which failure is enabling contractors not to live up to expectation. Absolutely. So that they also tighten up those ones.
Mutala is here. Will do sports for us.
Today, he didn't bring questions. So.
No, I'm not.
No.
That's why I didn't bring it. We are being mocked and serious. From what is happening at
speaking to the
senior athletics championship.
It's an embarrassment.
Other nationals
when you say we, you mean
especially
Ghana.
Ghana, especially the Nigerians. They say we can do better because
because they know
that. As for the African shame, they hold it.
Yes.
But now you want to take it over from
the title. They not agree.
We are being told that we are spending around 40 million Ghana cedi to host the event.
Of the taxpayers' money.
Yes, which is not enough for competition that is hosting other nationals. Now, you set up an athletics competition. One of the most important equipment you need to have is a timer. People don't raise and they are now asking their coaches, what time did I make? What time did I make? Even the start gun that they use, it has been malfunctioning almost every now and then. We don't know what is just happening. It looks like it was a rushed preparation. And
was that preparation at all?
Charlie,
there was, because we had ample time, but there were series of
having time doesn't mean
there were series of meetings between the Ghana Athletics Association, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, series of meetings.
Let me stop you there.
I know people who do meetings. I know people who do meetings, but nothing happens on the ground.
No. That's the point I was going to make. We are not saying meetings are not important.
You people are not getting it right. The thing is Konum tea. They went to congregate to drink tea.
You understand? Because when you mentioned preparation, all you have said is meetings. Meetings.
Because
the meetings doesn't ready a ground.
No, this is bigger than meetings. So
meetings
because you're talking about shotgun. So how many of those guns do we have? And,
Tony, we don't even have a timer.
No,
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that.
Get the man.
To be
At one of those plenty
We don't
meetings,
even have
somebody
a timer,
would have
Tony.
said that we need a timer, we need a gun, we need
One of the best. I mean,
and somebody would have
runners
said,
on the
okay.
African continent right now is Amusan, the Nigerian
That's right.
international. And he said that, how can I come to a competition where there's no timer? He's never seen this anywhere before.
Nobody has ever seen it.
And you know, it actually breeds what do you call it, confusion. Because I would say I won. Sixtus will say he won. Mutala will say because we are on the same finish line.
And there's a divided opinion on this. Some are saying, 40 million because they are trying to cut costs and don't want to repeat what happened in the All African Games. And others are saying if you're doing it,
You must do it well.
Yes, when you put the money out there, people will talk. But as you guys always say, we know the cost of everything, but we don't know the value. Because we are going global.
People don't just talk about
all the
cost,
stories
though,
coming
not
out from the Senior Athletics Championship are not pleasant to Ghana.
Negative.
Charlie, the media box, the Tribune. Tell me about it.
Okay, so now it's been taken over.
I'm just ignoring the empty stadium. Don't talk about the empty stadium.
It's been taken over by fans who come to watch the game because that is like one of the safest places you can go because of the shade. You don't have to be in the sun. So people are even complaining that at the mixed zone. Someone was saying he was granting an interview with an athlete. Then the kebab seller came to pass.
Nice one.
Pass. Just
This
like
is
that.
Ghana.
So
This is Ghana.
the country is
So
hosting
the athlete is from Botswana, and the athlete was surprised that you are granting an interview with me, and then someone is holding kebab.
Suya.
He came to pass as if nothing is happening. Like,
Nice one.
there's
Nice
no-
one.
Wait.
The
Allow the man
athletics
to talk.
spectacle is happening. It's the 24th Senior African
no.
Athletics. Oh, I'm reading the LPM about the thing. I'm reading the
are you-
LPM about the athletics.
Where are they hosting? Where are they housing the athletes?
Coming live
most of them.
No,
from
relax.
Accra.
You read.
From the 12th to the
you will
17th of May. We have to do sports because of time.
Relax. Charlie, let him answer the question. Where are they hosting the athletes?
Most
That's
of them
what
are
I'm-
in different hotels.
Okay.
So for them,
So in which hotel did they not find the blankets?
when I read the LPM, let's go.
The University of Ghana Sports Complex Legon has become the battleground for all of Africa's greats to be here, and we're seeing them come through. Toby Amason and a host of others, Beatrice Chebet, alongside our very own Benjamin Azamati, Abdul Rashid Saminu, Joe Paul, and the likes. This is speed, this is power. It's the 2014 Africa Athletics Championship. Feel the heat. Champions within Africa, powered by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, Confederation of African Athletics, and the Ghana Athletics Association. Be there, feel it live. Let's go. Let's turn up. Let's fill the place up and make it look good. Johnny's just laughing at me, but right now let's do sports. Mutala is here. He will do sports for us, and let's do sports.
Time for sports here on 3FM Sunrise. My name is Mutala Yakubu. Coming up this morning, day one of the Africa Senior Athletics Championship has concluded, and we have all the updates. Also, a minority leader in Parliament, Alexander Afenyo-Markins, has been speaking about the Black Stars. All that and more right here on Sunrise. Let's settle for the details and start off with some update from the world. The Africa Athletics Championship, which is happening at the University of Ghana. And day one has concluded with my colleague Bill Eshen, who was at the stadium bringing us updates on all that happened.
to a close here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It has been mixed results for Team Ghana. Now in the 100 meters male event, Abdul Rashid Saminu, Joseph Paulamwa and Edwin Gadai have all secured places in the semi-finals of the competition. But for the female division, Ghana were unfortunate to not secure places in the semi-finals. There was also the 400 meters female edition where Portia Nkrumah of Samo Senior High School failed to make it to the next round. But there was some good news for the men's division in other competitions, as well as they pushed on in some other competitions. There's Alex Amankwa, who finished third in his heat in the 800 meters and has to wait to see whether he makes it to the final of the competition as well. And in the other countries, Tobi Amusan, who is one of the faces of the competition, actually excelled in 100-meter hurdles, making it to the final, and she hopes that Nigeria makes a clean sweep in the final. Now we expect that on Tuesday, day 2, Ghana actually competes in the 100-meter semis, featuring Ghana's fastest man, Abdul Rashid Saminu, Joseph Paulamwa, and Edwin Gadai, and other competitions as well, which will be coming up later at the University of Ghana Stadium. Billy Shen for 3 Sports from the University of Ghana Stadium.
That's my colleague Bill Eshen, and there's more updates on all our socials, 3 Sports GH, and you get videos as well on our Facebook page. Away from athletics, let's do some football, where minority leader Alexander Afenyo-Markins believes the Black Stars can surpass expectation ahead of the 2026 World Cup if they are well motivated. Ghana will come up against Panama, England, and Croatia in Group L in the Mondial, slated to be hosted across the USA, Canada, and Mexico this summer. With expectations low ahead of the tournament, the minority leader said Ghana possesses the quality and talent needed to make a significant impact at the tournament in North Africa.
They need to be properly motivated. The incentives that are supposed to be in place must be in place. I'm looking forward to hear what the sports minister has to say as Parliament resumes, because definitely it needs to brief Parliament on the measures they put in place to enable the team do better. I mean, Ghana has a great potential when it comes to football. We know what we did in South Africa, where we crossed the 1/16 stage and we're almost there, but for the penalty shootout by Mr. Asamoah, we were going to get into the quarterfinals. And
South Africa.
South Africa 2010. We all watched. Has it that when a Ghanaian team is properly composed and well motivated, they go beyond expectation. So I wish them well. Many identify Ghana with football. It's not the politics. Then football also brings us together. So I look forward to.
That is the minority leader in Parliament, Kofi Adams, who was speaking on a New Day on TV3. Still on the World Cup, Ghanaian audiences are set to enjoy full live coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup after the government, supported by a growing fundraising campaign, secured broadcast rights for the global showpiece. The Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, confirmed the development during a ceremony marking a major financial boost to the Black Stars preparation. The announcement came as GCB Bank presented 5 million Ghana cedi in donation to the national team's fundraising initiative, underlining corporate backing for Ghana's World Cup preparation.
Through the support of government and the fundraising efforts that we are putting together, we have been able to secure the broadcast rights that allow consortium of media houses, not just one as it used to be in the past, but a number of them, to telecast the World Cup matches live.
Kofi Adams there announcing that Ghana has secured rights to show the 2026 FIFA World Cup. On May 26th in London, the Ghana Football Association will host a session to outline their vision and begin engaging the next generation of rising prospects in the United Kingdom. General Manager of MG Sports, Michael Oteje, shared his thoughts on this new initiative.
We are cooking a football meal that should have been cooked many years ago. But you know what we say in Ghana? We say better late than never. And the use of the term cook reminds me of something that we say sometimes about our attitude, never to contribute to the building up process and just to wait for it to be set. There's a conversation, a theme, a strand that's run through a lot of the conversations that I've had with ex-footballers, with Samuel Osei-Kuffour, with Gerard Asamoah, with Kojo Asamoah, with Daniel Opare, with everybody you speak on and off camera, and it's a sense that maybe Ghana is not utilizing the vast base of of the Ghanaian diaspora, especially in Europe, where the best training facilities for players and the rest are available. It's a subject that's gone on and on and on. Sammy Kuffour was particularly emotive about the subject. Gerard Asamoah suggested the GFA needed to be doing regular camping in Europe to identify these players nice and early, and I've spoken about it a lot of times. We are in no way claiming credit for what the GFA is doing, but it's nice to see that the ideas and the conversations and the rest aligns with theirs. So you will see this flyer that is on the Ghana Football Association deciding that it will begin holding a series of engagements with the Ghanaian community in multiple European cities. There will be London, I think there will be a few ones. Germany is an inevitable base. Belgium has a big base of Ghanaian players because a lot of ex-Ghanaian players settled there. Italy is a huge one with a big base of Ghanaian community there as well. Holland, you cannot leave that out. That is little Ghana in Amsterdam and all those places. There's a big base. And I think in many ways, it makes sense why this has to happen.
General Manager for Sports at MG, that is Michael Otieje. Moving on, let's do some grassroots football where former Ghana international Yao Champo believes the Democracy Youth Cup is a positive initiative that will play a key role in nurturing young, talented footballers. Speaking after a successful opening day of the Democracy Youth Cup tournament, where he is serving as one of the lead scouts alongside veteran coach J.E. Sapon, the former Ghana international expressed optimism about the impact of the competition.
Me and Coach Sam, our role is to scout the best players in everything. You see, Ghana, we have a lot of talent. Doing this, we have seen a lot of I believe in the future we can even have some of the national team players because it's very, very interesting. Yeah, it can come to reality because I myself started with the national under 16, the national under 20, national under 23, and then to the Blasters, and it helps. So I believe it's a very good move.
Yao Champo there. Let's use some more before we check out of the studio because Francis Amuzu will make his debut for the Ghana Black Stars in the upcoming international friendly against Mexico. The Brazilian club, that is his club, Grêmio, has blocked him from joining the national team camp, which is scheduled to start around May 14th, and also believe that the Ghana Football Association reportedly notified them too late. Grêmio considers the winger too important to release him during a busy period where they are scheduled to play multiple games. So Francis Amuzu will not be making his debut for Ghana against Mexico because Grêmio will not allow him to be part of the team. Finally, let's finish off the Etihad where Manchester City will be playing Crystal Palace today in an English Premier League game. Should City fail to win that game, then Arsenal will be smiling as they win their first ever Premier League title after 22 years. Pep Guardiola is the head coach of Manchester City.
They're so professional, the teams. Crystal Palace, we play top against us. We saw Leeds yesterday against the Spurs, how even being out of the relegation battle, so they are in Premier League again, how they compete. We played here against Aston Villa in the past, or West Ham, nothing to play, and it was how difficult it was, so I'm pretty sure they will do the best, knowing that, of course, they have the final 3 days later.
That's it by way of sports here on 3FM Sunrise. Sorry, my name is Mutale Akubu. There's more sports on all our socials at 3 Sports GH, and also we'll be bringing you a regular update on the Senior Africa Athletics Championship, which is currently happening at the University of Ghana. There's more after this.